What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video, and this is actually an introduction to my NFL collection video. So I'm shooting this video afterwards actually because I didn't realize how many fucking jerseys I got. So I'm actually gonna have to do probably a 2-part, maybe even a 3-part of this NFL collection video. I just finished part 1, maybe a quarter of my jerseys, and it took me 40 minutes to film it. So, of course, I'm going to chop it up, and it may be about 30 minutes. But still, I'm not going to sit here for an hour and a half doing a whole collection video. So, with that being said, I'm going to break them up, kind of just do it that way. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this NFL jersey collection video. I do have some nice pieces, Mitchell and Ness, vintage, newer stuff. It's a really versatile collection, and I think you guys will enjoy it. All right? Hope you guys have a good one and enjoy the show. Peace. What's good, YouTube? Back again with a crazy collection video. This is my NFL rack. So all of these jerseys are NFL jerseys. We're gonna go show these jerseys for you guys. This rack is compromised. All right, you can see it's got a little bend. So I'm probably gonna buy another rack just to give some relief to this rack. And what I'll do is I'll show you the jersey and I'll put it right back in its place because it's a lot of jerseys, right? It's not the most, well, it's not the biggest jersey collection on YouTube, but for the most part, I had the players that I really wanted. I think I'm missing maybe a few guys at this point. I would love to add a Bruce Smith, a Buffalo Bills jersey. Other than that, man, I think I got pretty much everybody that I want. Maybe a Darrell Green somewhere down the line. And then that's pretty much it. As far as throwbacks are concerned, I'm pretty good. All right. This is a dope collection. I think, in my opinion, it's pretty dope. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, man. All right, let's get on to it. So I'm a little bit out of order. I usually put my Nike Elites in the back or Nike Limiteds and stuff in the back, and kind of my Mitchell and Ness stuff and my vintage stuff more on this side. But I had a couple of new pickups, this Bosa jersey being one of them. So let's start, man. Let's start with this NFL collection. Is crazy, by the way. Let's start with this NFL collection, and I'm excited to show you. All right, let's go. So first up, we have the Nick Bosa. Beautiful jersey. This is the drop shadow throwback that they wore last year. I'm not sure if they're still wearing this year. This is the elite version. I actually didn't do a review on this, so, you know, stay tuned for that. But other than that, this is a dope elite jersey. Bosa, definitely one of those upcoming defensive ends. All right, and then we have the defensive end. I mean, when you talk about the greatest defensive end of all time, you have to probably put Reggie White in that conversation. Now, you won one Super Bowl with the Packers back in 1996, but this is the 1993 version with the patch, 75th anniversary, so that's pretty cool. All he pressed on except the patch. Dope. We have none other than the GOAT, Tom Brady. And I got this jersey from, shout out to Pistol 213. He was letting this jersey go. He knew it was something that I wanted in the collection. And this is just a dope jersey, man. So super glad to have it in the collection for sure. But yeah, this is Tom Brady, navy, in that Patriots navy, and it's a good one. And then, speaking of GOATs, we had the 1994 Jerry Rice jersey. This isn't the throwback version with the drop shadow. This is the single stitch version. I believe they wore this one game, something like that. I know definitely my boy Bay Area Throwbacks will let me know. But yeah, this is the 1994 75th anniversary. They had the Defensive Player of the Year. They won the Super Bowl. They had the MVP of the season in Steve Young. So an epic year for the 49ers was that 94 season. All right, we get a little vintage. We have a Puma Authentic Randy Moss. Now, this one's a little bit beat up, unfortunately. But, you know, I try my best to keep it, I guess, okay. I could wrinkle out the twill probably, or iron it, but I'm not too worried because you're going to see why I have the Mitchell and Ness version. So glad to have in the collection. Pumas are dope. So this is a nice addition. One thing I want you to notice is the yoke sleeves, man. They were yoked back in the days. Like, you cannot get your arm through this. So pretty cool. And of course, what I love about this one is the anniversary patch that you see right there. Right? That's pretty dope. So that is the Randy Moss. And then we have a Chris Carter authentic from 1994. You have the 75th anniversary patch. We have a double stacked, double layered twill. The twill is yellowing a little bit. It is what it is. Made in the USA starter, authentic, heat pressed on the sleeves. So pretty cool jersey. A little big. I may let it go, actually. Just one of those things, like, I don't necessarily need it, especially when I have other Vikings jerseys that fit me a little bit better. And then keeping it Vikings, we have the Randy Moss again with that anniversary patch. But this is the Mitchell and Ness version, much cleaner. These will be away jerseys from that time period. And sick jersey, man. Dope jersey, of course. I wore these with this sneaker before. Hold on a second. So I wore these with these because, fun fact, he actually wore a cleat, Jordan 9 cleat, as a Minnesota Viking. So that's pretty dope. And that's that. All right. So that's Randy Moss. So the next one, we have an orange John Elway, 1994 again. And the twill on this one is white with royal blue stacked. Twill, super nice. Clean jersey. Yeah, nothing more to really say than this is, you know, a nice piece to have. John Elway, of course. And then I'm going to keep the John Elways together for a second. We have this John Elway. Super Bowl 1997. I think at this time they were actually rocking Nike jerseys. Nike was doing the authentics for the Denver Broncos. So we had the Super Bowl 1997. I believe they beat the Packers. I know Falcons was one of them. Packers were the other. This was a great Super Bowl. Two good teams. And John Elway right there. And then keeping it Packers, or going back to Packers, I should say, we have the Charles Woodson Super Bowl jersey. He actually got injured in this game, unfortunately, but he won Defensive Player of the Year this year. So, Captain's patch logo looks really crispy. And then the Super Bowl patch looks really crispy as well. So, this is definitely a nice jersey. Green's a little bit different, I think, than the usual Packers. So, just to give you, I guess, a slight comparison, greens are a little bit different, but still really nice. So, there's that. And then we have two Brett Favre jerseys. I may just show two at a time to kind of skip time because this is going to take a really, really long time. So, what I'm going to do is show you these two Brett Favre jerseys. We do have a Mitchell and Ness version right here. This is the 1996. Nice jersey. Year they won a Super Bowl. And then this is a 1993 vintage. And we see that 75th anniversary patch on this one with the metallic stitching, which is really nice. So this is such a clean jersey to me. Single stitched. Really nice. It's a really nice vintage piece. And I love it. So that is Brett Favre. Not in the best situation right now, but yeah, that is that. Man, one of my favorite receivers of all time. We have Terrell Owens, 1996. Thick twill, triple layered on the numbers. 50th anniversary. Now, I believe, and again, Red and Bay Area definitely let me know. I believe the originals were done by Adidas during this time period. 1996, maybe Reebok. But it was one of the two. I believe Reebok or Adidas. I'm not too sure. But the dope-ass patch. This, for me, is my favorite 49ers jersey. The 1994 throwback's really close as well. But the drop shadow with the gold stitching is, to me, a complete banger. So, there's that. Okay, so we're going to get to my New York Jets. Jesus. Man, are they ever going to be good? Are the Jets ever going to be good? Probably not. So, New York Jets, we have our only Super Bowl win. 1969. Joe Namath. Man. I mean, this was almost 2 decades before I was born. So, unfortunately, this is our only Super Bowl. Kelly green, which is a beautiful color. Of course, the Eagles have used this green as well. I love the 1994 jersey. It's probably my favorite jerseys from the Jets with the drop shadow. I believe they had really dope jersey, by the way. This is Joe Namath in this Doreen type material. And 1969. 1969 is the reason why I'm a Jet fan, because my dad, I guess, was high off ecstasy or whatever acid, whatever drugs they used back then. So he was a huge Jet fan and a huge Met fan. In 1969, of course, they both won the championship. The Jets winning the Super Bowl, the Mets winning the World Series. And because of that, he became a Jet fan, which then my oldest brother became a Jet and Met fan. And then I became a Jet and Met fan. So, damn you, Dad. Right? You should have made me a Giant fan. I'd be happier. All right. Keeping it Jets. We have a Reebok version of Darrell Rivas, greatest cornerback, maybe other than Dion, that I ever seen. Actually, there's a couple of names I could throw up there. Rod Woodson, Dion, Dow Green. Maybe the best coverage corner, period. There was a window, like I said, 5-year window where he was just impressive. But this is basically Reebok's limited version. So it was not the authentic, but it was the tear down. But it was actually a really good jersey, especially for back then. So think of this as the Nike Limited, I would say. All right. So there you have that. This jersey I actually bought, I think, in 2010, 11. Another jersey I probably will get rid of eventually, but we have the Earl Campbell Houston Oilers throwback jersey. Very nice jersey, very clean, but I just don't wear it. So if I'm not going to wear it, I might as well let it go and let somebody else enjoy it. But this is in the collection for the moment. And it's a really nice jersey. I love the colors on this. This powder blue with the red. Really nice. Honestly, if I could trade this or get Eddie George instead with that inaugural year where they were switching to Tennessee, I think I'd rather have that jersey. McNair would do too. So, but that is that. All right. Now we have Dan Marino. This is the 1994 Mitchell and Ness throwback jersey. Really nice. We have a layered twill on here. We have the 75th anniversary patch. Everything is double layered. We have the heat pressed Miami Dolphins on the sleeve. All perforated throughout the jersey. Very clean jersey. And then we have a couple more Dan Marinos. So let me just throw this out here for you guys. We have the Starter Authentic. Very clean, again, with the drop shadow. Beautifully done. Dolphins across. I actually like this version. It's my favorite Miami Dolphins version. Yoke sleeves. A nice embroidered Dolphins starter. And then we have another Mitchell & Ness, 1990. This one's with the black memorial band. Really nice jersey again. And what I like about this one is that patch. It's beautiful. Definitely a nice patch. All he pressed on, like I said earlier. Clean jersey, man. Clean jersey. I actually have another Dan Marino somewhere. Maybe if I can grab it so you guys can see. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Oh, anyway, if I see it, I'll just put it over there. Back to the greatest defensive end of all time. We have the Eagles. Reggie White. Beautiful jersey with the Jerome Brown patch. As you guys can see. All he pressed on again. Very nicely done. And I love these jerseys, man. These green Eagles jerseys are so nice. And then we get to a Pro Bowl jersey. This is going to be Emmett Smith. This is the 1994 Pro Bowl. I love this Pro Bowl jersey. You have that nice, awesome Pro Bowl patch. You have a nice layered twill. Very clean. Stars on the jersey on this side are all stitched on. So, super dope. Emmett Smith. I believe they may have messed up. There should be an E. Smith, but whatever. So we have another Cowboys jersey. Let me take both of these out. We have Dion Mitchell and Ness. This is the 1995 version. They actually won a Super Bowl this year. Stars on the shoulder. And then we have a vintage Cowboys, right? So I love this jersey because it's actually really close to how they wore it. The Cowboys, that is. All heat pressed on. I believe actually Mitchell and Ness just came out with the all heat pressed 1996 version. But the road versions, this is how they were. So this was what it was. A nice royal blue instead of this navy blue. Really clean. So vintage piece right here. Deion Sanders. Super dope. And then a Mitchell and Ness Dion. Right? And then, to keep it vintage and keep it Cowboys, we have an Emmett Smith throwback with the navy as well. And then we have an old school authentic. Very similar to what you just saw with the Sanders. I believe this is actually an earlier year run. But you see the E. Smith on the back. Everything's screen printed. So on this one, you could actually see the screen print layered onto the jersey and see the perforations through the jersey. Really cool. Dope jersey, man. It definitely gives you that authentic feel. It's very tapered as well. Really thick material on the top where the shoulder pads would be. And then really tapered at the bottom. All right. So this is a Russell Pro line made in USA. Pretty cool. Okay. So, a Chicago Bear linebacker who, to me, is one of the best linebackers, especially from the 2000s. We have Brian Urlacher. Number 54. Soldier Field patch. Clean jersey, man. This is one of the best jerseys. I love this jersey. You do have the GSH on the side. Super dope. And then keeping it Bears, we have the great Walter Payton. This is the away or the white version. Beautifully done. Nice. This one's a really nice one. We had the vintage Reebok authentic Michael Strahan jersey. You have the Strahan on the back, stitched on, twill, Reebok logo, V-neck. For whatever reason, they had a V-neck, equipment logo, and then even your New York Giants stitched underneath. Really clean. That's a good one. I'll show you both of these because it's the same player. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. I didn't realize the camera was... There we go. Alright. So here we have the Super Bowl 1990, Lawrence Taylor. Here we have the Super Bowl 1986, Lawrence Taylor. Probably the greatest defensive player of all time. I mean, just a phenom and just a beast. Super Bowl patch looks super beautiful. Both he pressed on. This one does have like a dazzle upper on the shoulder area. This one's just all jersey mesh material. So, very clean jersey. Alright. So we have Deion Sanders in this 1989 rookie jersey in this red, beautiful red. And it has the gray / silver. He pressed on numbers, trim, really clean. Right? And then we have the 1990 Deion Sanders with the 1990 patch. You see that metallic stitch. I mean, really gorgeous. He pressed on as well. Other than the patch, everything looks really good. And then we have the 2000 Deion Sanders with a really thick twill. This is the same jersey that would pretty much debuted the Reebok era. This would be the helmet tag jersey, but everything on this is double stitch. Of course, Dion didn't wear this back in 2000, but for whatever reason they made them, and glad to have them. So I love the quality on them. But these three are Dion. I have a couple of more Dions for you guys as well, but these are some of my favorite. I think the 49ers may be my favorite, but right behind it, man, it's these Falcons jerseys, man. They're so nice. So let me take this one out so you guys can see it real quick. So here we have another Atlanta Falcon legend. And we have Michael Vick in the red and in the white. Only one I need is the black now. But these are clean, man. These are clean. Nice logos on the back. I love this style. It's my favorite style, I think, from that era for the Falcons. Very clean, man. Very, very clean. So, nice jerseys. Michael Vick. Definitely dope. I believe Mitchell and Ness just came out with a new Michael Vick jersey. I do have one more from Mitchell and Ness, actually. So, I'm sure we're going to come up on that one shortly. All right. And then we have a Patriots cornerback. I mean, he had a great Super Bowl specifically for this year. Ty Law of Patriots. This came out, I think, a year or a year and a half ago. And it sold out pretty quick for the most part. But this is a great jersey, man. And if you actually compare it to this jersey, I mean, they're pretty damn close. So Mitchell and Ness did a great job in replicating the Patriots jerseys from that time period, right? So shout out to Mitchell and Ness. Okay. So we got two throwback players for you here. Two different players. Both legends. So let's just show you them. We had the great Jim Brown. Back in the days, they didn't have the names. Same thing for NBA. But I love this jersey. Even the elbow sleeve, like the elbow pad, I guess, is pretty cool. But yeah, this is a clean jersey. Jim Brown. Some regard him as the greatest running back of all time. And then from, I guess, not really the same era, but more or less, I know Steelers won 5 Super Bowls in the 70s. We had Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw authentic with this patch as well. Clean jersey, man. I love these jerseys. They're so historic. So Jim Brown, Terry Bradshaw. That's a nice historic piece. Okay. So I have a little bit of a throwback for you guys. This is a vintage piece. Rod Woodson, one of my favorite cornerbacks of all time. This is a nice one, man. I mean, especially if you're like a Steelers fan, I think this would be perfect. But it's a little beat up. It looks like Rod Woodson probably wore it in a fucking football game. Wilson authentic, size 48. And I just love Rod Woodson. And I don't think Mitchell and Ness makes an authentic yet. Or if they did, you know, maybe it's an older run and they just don't have him in production. So this was my opportunity to get a Rod Woodson jersey. And that is that. All right. We have here what I regard as the greatest middle linebacker I've ever seen. We have Ray Lewis in the black and Ray Lewis in the purple. I mean, clean jerseys. These are both Mitchell and Ness. So they're both different eras. So this one is 2000 and this one is 2004, I believe. And you can see the Reebok equipment logo that would have been on Reeboks back then. So really clean jersey. I love these jerseys, man. They have super dope twill. Remind me a little bit of the 49ers jerseys from that Terrell Owens era. So these are super nice. We have a great vintage piece right here. We have a Reebok. I believe these are Reeboks. Yes, this is a Reebok Marshall Faulk Rams jersey. Right? How nice is this? Really thick twill. Super yoked sleeves, as you can see. Beautiful ram on the side. I mean, really nice. Really, really nice jersey. I love the gold. I still would like to get the Super Bowl version. So I think the year after they went to these navy and gold jerseys. I would love to get the Super Bowl version, which is still that royal and yellow look. But glad to have this. One of my favorite running backs, him, LaDainian Tomlinson, Barry Sanders, my 3 favorite running backs of all time. So, Marshall Faulk there. Okay. Speaking of greatest running backs, and I should have just put this out. So this is the Mitchell and Ness version of the Marshall Faulk jersey. Double stack twill, Rams logo, really clean, super dope. In fact, funny enough, I bought this first, and because it was a little bit more on the snug side, and then Mitchell and Ness came out with the jersey right after. So different fonts, and he actually wore 2 different fonts as well during the Rams. So I actually looked that up, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Why the 2s don't look the same? There was a time period where he actually wore 2 different styles of numbers. So that's pretty cool. Little history. Second favorite running back of all time, Chargers powder blue. Sheesh. This jersey's magnificent. We had the stitch bolts, patch, stitched on, kiss cut. Beautiful jersey, man. Beautiful jersey. This looks like a dimple mesh. I believe I'm saying that right. But clean. This is one of my favorites for sure. We have here Thurman Thomas Buffalo Bills jersey. Man, 4 Super Bowls in a row. Thurman Thomas was a great versatile back. He could catch out the backfield. He could run. He was big. He was, agile. But yeah, 4 Super Bowls. They went to 35th anniversary patch here. 75th anniversary patch here. Clean jersey, man. Bills jerseys are one of the dopest. Bills jerseys and Giants jerseys are so close. It's really interesting, actually, to see how close they are in style. I should have brought this out earlier, so I'll bring it out now. We have a LaDainian Tomlinson Mitchell and Ness authentic as well. Triple layered on the numbers in the twill. That's nice. Triple layered also on the bolt. You guys can see that there. Single stitched on the name. This beautiful navy and yellow. Goes great with these Jordans, I think. What do you think? I never really thought of putting these 2 together, but I think these will actually go pretty good. So, gotta remember that coming up, right? This fall, we're gonna wear our jerseys. And then we have another great cornerback. I know I showed you the Packers version already. I actually think I have... So, let me show you both of these at the same time. So this is an authentic Nike Charles Woodson Raiders jersey. And it's crazy because they use the same patches, the Nike patch that is, on the sleeve. So hold on, let me show you this before. So this Nike patch, I guess is embroidered, but it's a patch. Right? I'm trying to show you it. It's kind of the same thing that we get now. For the most part. I mean, this looks way cleaner, but still, you get the point. Nike Authentic, size 48. And then I got the Mitchell and Ness Authentic. Charles Woodson on this one. I believe Rod Woodson was on the team, which is why you get the Woodson, the C Woodson on the Mitchell and Ness. Dazzle, twill. Something I learned from the good guys. A shout out to Luca and Mac. And clean jersey, man. I think they did this one wrong, though. So it's supposed to be like this with the uppers dazzled. And it's not supposed to be mesh and perforated like this. It is what it is. But I have both of these. And that's that. So we have here a white starter, Dan Marino. How beautiful is this? I mean, look at that twill. Just gorgeous, man. Drop shadow. Again, this is my favorite style of Dolphins jersey, to me. Really clean. Really, really clean. And we're going to throw these over here with the Dolphins Dan Marino stuff. Bro, it's been 40 minutes and we're still like, well, at least I'm filming for 40 minutes. And I don't think we got through a quarter yet. Man, it's crazy. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to break it up. So I may have to do 2 parts minimum. And then I'll do the rest later. Alright. So I may do this as a part 1. So let me show you this one. We have an Eddie George. Again, Dazzle 12. This is the vintage Reebok. Clean jersey. I wish it was a little bit more in better condition. Maybe Mitchell and Ness will come out with another one. Other than that, I love the baby blue with the royal blue. Again, if I have to rock some sneakers with it, it's very easy because Jordans just come so much in that navy and baby blue or powder blue. Clean jersey. Definitely glad to have it. Wouldn't mind having a more newer, updated version, but we'll see. All right, we will see. I think we're gonna stop there. So I got you up to here, right? And I got a lot of footage so far. So yeah, this is not gonna happen. This is gonna be a 2 or 3 hour fucking video. So I'm gonna have to separate them. I'll probably do them in 2 parts. I think that'll just be the easiest way to do it. Maybe 3 parts. You got to see some nice stuff so far. So I'll put out the part 1. I'll put out the part 2. I know where I'm at. I'm at the Peyton Manning right now. So I know I just got to take it from here and take it there. All right. So we'll do that. Again, thank you for showing support. Thank you to all the subscribers, whether you're here for jerseys or sneakers. I really appreciate it because this is my passion and nobody in my family cares about my passion. So you guys are like my family now, man. All right. Give me a hug. No? But on that note, on some real shit, no, I definitely appreciate you guys showing love. All right, so we're gonna give you probably 2 more parts. This is part 1. We'll do part 2 and 3 another time. All right. On that note, hope you guys have a good one. We out. Peace.